The light you get from a piece of coal is actually sunlight.
The point is, light lasts forever, for 1 billion years inside a piece of coal.
But darkness, the professor said,
Darkness lasts not even for
1 second when you turn on the light.
Oh, that is so powerful. I receive that. I receive that. Welcome back. That was a clip from the new Netflix miniseries, All the Light We Cannot See.
The 4-part drama is based on the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel of the same name, and one of the stars of this series is here to tell us more about it. Please help us welcome to the studio, Aria Loberti. Woo! Hello. First of all, you are phenomenal in this, and we have to say congratulations to you. But I was told that this was actually your first acting. You hadn't ever done an audition tape before this.
Say what?
Yeah. No, I had never really thought that it was something I could even dream about. So I was just excited to see the casting search. Someone shared it with me, and my first response was no. And then I was like, you know, I'm kind of having a bad week. It's a book that I love, so why don't I just enjoy it and tape it for an hour? And I didn't have anyone to tape with me, so I read what then became Mark Ruffalo's lines by myself on my iPad, leaving space for me to record on camera Marie's lines, which would become my own, sent in my first take, and now it's on the internet. So like that's, yeah.
It's out there now.
So that's embarrassing, but also really funny.
Well, you know what? You're such a natural. I mean, were you nervous at times, or did you just walk in and just knock it out the ballpark?
No, on set, I think at the beginning especially, I was very nervous. And sometimes I still am, even though I've been doing this now for 2 whole years. I feel like I have a lot of imposter syndrome, but the cast and the crew, the whole crew, every single person was so supportive of me and made sure that I had the support that I needed to feel like I could shine. And I told myself every day, like, it's okay to not feel confident. That's part of being human. But like, they believed in me to do this job, and not only to do this job, but to maybe create change in this industry. And the best thing I could do to respect them is to believe in myself too. And so sometimes that's hard, but I try. It's really great.
Aria, I've shared with you just before we came on, I'm 1 episode in, and it is just so gripping. It's incredible. Your character is blind in this story. You're legally blind.
Yeah.
What about the role really spoke to you, and what kind of challenges, if any, did you have in playing this part?
I think the biggest challenge I had was just being a newcomer, because it's sort of like, if you want to learn to paint, you don't just paint the Mona Lisa on your first time out, and that's kind of what I felt like I had to do. But thankfully, because of that support system, I felt like I had the tools necessary, but I was really learning as I went. Every single day was a new experience. I remember like my first 3 weeks of filming were all scenes of me alone in the attic, and then 3 weeks later I get in, I'm acting with other actors, and like that was a new experience. And so every stage I learned something, and I think for this, it's so significant, so historically significant, for there to be a lead character in a production of this size who is authentically represented as blind. And my character and we have really nothing in common. I mean, like, I'm clean right now and she's never clean. But like, apart from that, you know, we really don't have that much in common. And I think I really harnessed that because I think there have been 100 years of movies that have enforced these stereotypes about blindness and about disability in general. And they tell us that a blind character would sort of have a vapid expression, their hands would be out, their feet would be shuffling, they wouldn't be very intelligent, they wouldn't be able to take care of themselves. And that's not true, and that's not authentic. And you can't look at someone and gauge what their level of vision is, especially for a character growing up in Nazi-occupied France. She would also be masking her blindness quite a bit. So my lived experience as someone who had to hide myself, my culture, my identity in order to fit in, was able to come to this character in her circumstance, even though we come from different times and have nothing in common. So it was just a privilege to bring to life someone so iconic that means a lot to so many readers, and hopefully now to viewers too.
And look at you now, giving a lot of people hope.
Yeah, well, we got to talk about all the things that you're doing, because you are doing a lot. You're a recent Fulbright scholar. You're a PhD student in rhetoric.
Okay.
You're an author. But you've
Hopefully.
apparently already landed another acting role. I mean, how are you doing all of this?
I don't know. I would like to sleep more. That's always good. But no, I don't know. Really, I just really try to use every second that I have, and I have a lot of energy, so that's always really good. So I use all of my energy as I can. But I have really enjoyed being able to. This is such an amazing opportunity, and I never thought I would be able to have this type of platform to reach people. And I just want to make sure, like you said, that people have hope, that at the end of the day, humanity is good and kind. And, you know, I had amazing parents who taught me how to advocate for myself. And I just think of so many people didn't have that. And they also didn't have someone, like I never saw myself represented in media before. But maybe I could be that person for someone. And that's a very big responsibility. And to me, whatever I'm doing, whether it's acting, which is now my priority in my career, or writing, which is another big passion of mine, or using my studies to inform both my acting and my writing, I hope that I could be if one person can feel a little bit stronger and a little more seen because of something I did, I will say I did my job.
I'm almost certain that has happened. One more time for Aria. Mia, you go, girl. We appreciate it. Thank you again. And All the Light We Cannot See is now streaming on Netflix.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.